So it's a rain day. I'm gonna jump in between here, taking this truck apart and drying off in the garage a little bit. I'm just gonna start stripping parts off this cab. This cab is junk. It's rotted really bad underneath the seats and everywhere else. So I'm just gonna take some of the small trinket stuff off because you never know when you need MR or MC parts and they all interchange. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit of this just to show you the quick and easy steps to strip stuff off and save a little bit of money. For those of you that may have taken off a dog in your time as a kid when the truck driver was sleeping, not me, but I'm just saying, I've heard a lot of stories. Mack was pretty smart. They had these one-way screws to eliminate all that. So how do you get them off? Well, we're going to try this extractor, see how well it works out. Check that out. So, nice little ornament for me. I'll hang it on my toolbox on the side. I won't use the bolts though. Still in good shape. See if I have an extractor for this size, because these are absolutely miserable. So I didn't have an extractor for these stupid little screws, but I did have the old-fashioned battery-powered impact, and most of them came out but two, so I got to grind them out. Save these. These are the backside nut clips to hold them in. It's probably a 8/24 or whatever the thread size is. You just never know when you're going to need this stuff, so you put it aside, because you don't know when you go to the Mack dealer or go somewhere and they say it's discontinued or whatever. Always have to be prepared. You want to be part of my film crew today?
I've been part of your film crew. The film crew's you and me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we got the cab tilted here. Just follow me around while I take stuff apart. Don't drink the red water. It's not Gatorade.
She's a little broken right there. Whole exhaust held on by one bolt.
Trying to like dodge sparks. Primary diesel fuel filter.
Man.
How many subscribers does that channel have?
2,400.
Dang. Really stalking him. We need to recreate that.
You didn't get it?
No, I didn't get it.
That's why you need to just quit pouting in the garage and just hang out.
Wait, was there rust? Was there like a hole there the whole time, or did it just break off?
There was a hole, but it shouldn't have. Still shouldn't have done that.
Dad, what's under the hat?
Wouldn't you like to know? Torch and striker.
Torch. You know, you can't fix every single problem with a torch.
Yes, you can. Just watch. Striker.
What the?
So getting ready to pull the transmission out. Got all the bolts out of the bell, unhooked the clutch cable, obviously cut the U-joint for the drive shaft, removed the motor mount bolts because the motor mounts Rear motor mounts on a Mack are usually on the transmission. So this thing is ready to pull. Well, that was a severe rookie mistake. I didn't make the chain loose enough for this excavator here to lift it up out because the cross member is a little bit close. I didn't really factor that in, but it did fall down through and didn't damage anything. So I just have to rechain it and hopefully I can fish this thing out of here. Ay, 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 that was gnarly. So, got that out. A very non-ethical way, but it's out. So the next step on this process is get rid of the bulky crap. Cut the rear ends out. I'll cut that pintle plate off. Maybe put it on another project or something. Put that on a pallet off to the side. Just so I can get to the front of this, so I can get the motor out, remove some accessories like tanks and air dryer and fuel tank, and working my way up front. I don't want to destroy this cab yet because I got to go inside it and pick apart switches and all sorts of stuff that I would save. And then here's the fuel tank. Anybody have any idea what this actually originally fit? Put it in the comments, because date of manufacturing is January of 75. It's a 50 gallon with this style T-handle cap. I don't know what it fits. It's in good shape though. So basically this is the same idea, and I will put it in the description, the link to my other video of how to process a truck if need be. I cut up another model with a similar situation. There's a little bit of a fire here, but as you can see, it is cut straight through. I still got to cut the other side. I'll probably put a jack on this back side of the frame. I don't think this is going to go anywhere just because it's a short frame and real heavy 315 tires on it. I got a jack stand in the front here. Not quite sure how this is going to go, whether it's a seesaw action, but just got to cut this frame right here, boom. So as I kind of suspected, the rear ends would stay put, and I got a lot of front weight with the cab tilted forward, so it wants to favor leaning forward. So I'll get my big forklift, move this out of the way
so I can carry on cutting the rest of this up. Next thing, I got the big guy here with long enough forks and plenty of options to pick it properly so I don't damage anything, and lift it up out, and then this will be my pick apart time to get all the little trinkets and stuff that I need off it for my MC projects and stuff that is a little bit difficult to get from Mack now. They still make MRs, but it's still the idea that there's a whole bunch of parts that are here, so gotta save everything that I can. So this is the radiator that I just yanked out of that truck, and then here's the air to air for the motor. I'll save that, but this has to be all stripped down because this radiator is junk. All the fins are rotted off. It still held water, but it's junk. Whoopsies. So that doesn't happen very often. Usually they stay in place. It's not the first one that I've taken apart like that. But the cab slammed down just right. I probably should have blocked the wheels. Then it wouldn't have kicked out on the jack stand up front and then did that little episode that you just saw. So I already tried with the regular forklift to just push down on the back, figured the tank is full of fuel, it's got enough ballast, but it doesn't. So I have to get the skid steer out with the forks and gently bring it back down. So I forgot about these things. I just welded an ear and bolted this to my MC project in the garage. I'll put a link in the description of that because I did something similar to the MC. I had the rear end out and it was just frame rails in the back and it was pretty teeter-totter-ish. So I'm going to bolt these to the front so I can safely work on this. Never mind having it upright instead of it being tilted like this.